If you're watching this after a shift, shoes off, body done, mind still racing, and then there's this thought that keeps showing up, not loud, just there. Is the money even worth what this is costing me? Let me tell you something that might shift everything. You are already rich. Maybe not financially yet, but you are what I like to call nurse rich. Nurse rich isn't about money, it's about leverage. It's a kind of wealth that nobody trained you to see. Nurses are rich in empathy, critical thinking, resilience, rich in adaptability, communication, emotional intelligence, rich in being gracious under pressure, in the ability to simplify and organize complex information, rich in organization, leadership, time management, problem solving. You walk into chaos and create order. You make high-level decisions under pressure. You manage families, you coordinate teams, you manage staff, you prevent disasters before they happen. Business owners pay thousands to execute the skills that you've already done before lunch, right? The assets already exist. They're just under-leveraged. And if you're being honest, you already knew that. You know that the problem isn't that you lack ability. It's not incompetence. You know exactly what you're doing. The problem is the ceiling, not your ability. It's the structure's ceiling. You were trained to trade your power for hourly compensation. No one trained you to actually own it, and that wasn't an accident. That was how it was designed. I remember sitting in my car one day after a long, crazy shift. I had 52 patients, half on one side of the building, half on the other side. Management said it was cool. Obviously, it wasn't. No safe ratio, no support, just do your best. And I did what all nurses do. I overextended. I compensated. I did my best. I held it down. I got it done. Then I sat there in the parking lot after that shift, hands still slightly shaking, and a thought came in my mind. Calm, but super clear. I am capable of more than surviving this. And that was a moment that something cracked open inside of me. It wasn't nursing that was the problem. It was the box nursing gets put in. And once I saw the difference, I stopped shrinking to fit inside it. By the way, I'm Sarah Michelle, wife, mama of 4, nurse, real estate investor, entrepreneur, and I'm opening up a care home right inside my own house. So that night when I had the 52 patients, I asked myself one question that changed my entire life. And I'll tell you what that question was in 1 minute. But first, let me tell you about this other nurse I used to work with, right? Brilliant, calm, trusted. She was an amazing nurse. And every shift she'd say, I don't think I can do this for the rest of my life. So one day I asked her, I said, if you didn't have to do bedside, what else would you do? She looked at me and she said, I don't know. I'm just a nurse. I said, girl, what? Just a nurse. As if that meant small. As if that didn't mean crisis manager, operations coordinator, communicator, educator, leader. She wasn't small at all, actually. She was just underleveraged. And underleveraged is fixable. So that question that I asked myself that I mentioned earlier, it was this. What would it look like to stop working inside someone else's business and start building something of my own using my own skills? That question doesn't leave you once you ask it, because suddenly you stop thinking, how do I survive this week? And you start thinking, what can I actually start building for myself? There are 2 ways to think about where you are right now. Survive mode is just getting through the week. Build mode is using this week to move towards something. Survive mode needs another shift. Build mode needs another asset. One keeps you going, the other gets you out. Here's what I did differently. I didn't quit dramatically. I didn't burn my nursing career down. I stayed in nursing the whole time, but I stopped treating it like my only option. I kept investing in real estate. I started learning how business actually works. I explored what else I can build with what I already had. All these years at bedside, they've taught me so much, and I'm so grateful for them. But I've learned so many transferable skills. The confidence that I have in business, nursing built it. The ability to manage staff, nursing built that. The calm under pressure, I got that from nursing. Every hard shift built capacity. But the real question is, where do you want to use your capacity? And the truth is, some nurses will stay bedside forever. And that's amazing. That's beautiful. If that's what you love, then do it. We need bedside nurses. Bedside nurses are the backbone to healthcare. So please, I love that. But for some of you, you were not meant to be contained. You were meant to actually build something for yourself. And building doesn't mean chaos. It means strategy. It means phases. It means protecting stability while expanding your options. Most nurses never take that next step because it's not clear what the next step even is. There's no map. No one laid it out for us. So I made one. That's why I created Nurse Rich Academy. It's a free school community for nurses who know that they're meant for more. It's for nurses who want to stop surviving and start building intentionally. And inside, you'll find something called Rich RX. It's a AI-powered GPT that I created, and it's to find clarity in trying to figure out what kind of business you were meant to build. And I built it specifically for nurses. You tell it where you're at, what you're good at, what your future goals are, and it maps possible directions that you can take. And it even lays out a 6 to 18 month plan for you to follow. Not hype, but clarity. And clarity reduces fear. I actually love it, to be honest. It's like really cool. I've been playing around with it, giving it different scenarios, and it's honestly really good. I'm really, impressed that I created that myself. So go check it out. It's inside of the free Nurse Rich Academy school community, and I'll link that down below. And the free Rich RX GPT is pinned right at the top. You don't have to figure this all out alone. You just need a little bit of guidance. So if you're a nurse who feels that there is a shift happening, like you can't unsee what you've already seen and what you already know, like you can't let that little voice go, that's in your head telling you that there's more, like you're meant to do more. Come join us. Nurse Rich Academy is free. The GPT Rich RX is also free. The only requirement is that you are serious about becoming the type of nurse that builds assets, not is stuck on picking up overtime. Okay, which that's good too, but eventually you're going to get burned out if you're not burned out already. Real nurses building real assets. I'll see you in there.